Morning, it's the 17th of December 2020. I'm just going to run through yesterday's trades, review the H1BO, the hour one breakout system, what happened yesterday. We should have been plus 1 hour yesterday, although I cocked up a gold trade and ended up 0.66 hour up instead. I lost a third of an hour on a gold, so I'll show you what happened there. But yesterday was quite frustrating because we almost made target on a few of the pairs, but not quite. So it could have been a really good day had the market moved a few more pips. But anyway, it wasn't to be. Start with the euro. Yesterday, this was London Open. Unfortunately, the signal is down here, which kind of broke out around 7 a.m. Although, because Euro's been so choppy, I knew that this breakout was going to be big when I eventually did. But we would have been entering here, which is you kind of already achieved 1 hour from the original signal, so you'd be entering super late. There was big round number, but I think you would have got this anyway. So even if you entered late on the euro, you probably would have made target. But I avoided this one. Yeah, nice, but it wasn't to be for me. And then on the downside, the break came later on in the afternoon, and we reversed all of the gains made in the morning, and some more. But this came at 4 o'clock, which is when I log off for the day. Going into this morning, you can see that we've got a new signal, but the market's already moved. It's already come up 31 points, and you'd be entering after a rally of 110 points. After this small range, yeah, it could go up another. All you need is another 12 points. You could go up. The market can do anything. But the positives of taking this trades are with the trend. Obviously, it's broken out of this range that it's been in for the last week and a bit, pretty much since the start of December. It's coming after Christmas, so I guess people need to get their trades. They need to make some money before Christmas, or people might be happy and stop trading a week early. Maybe they've made enough this year. There's all sorts of reasons why you can take this trade or not. But for me, knowing euro and how often it can trap traders out, I would probably not take this trade here. Also, this looks like an exhaustion candle to me. But let's see what happens. It's an inside bar, 2 inside bars. Anything can happen, but still 20 minutes till the open. So let's get yesterday out the way first before we get too excited. GU, nothing yesterday. Unfortunately, this range, the breakout happened at 7 a.m. So yeah, nothing to take on GU, and then no new signals for the rest of the day. So nothing on GU. Right. UY. This is what I mean by a little unfortunate. And look, this stuff works. Okay, the only problem is I'm not that great a trader yet. I'm trying to get there. So this system, if someone was a little bit more proactive instead of being someone as well, I'm a bit of a gambler, so maybe I'm just trying to do the statistics instead of reading the price action a bit better. maybe being a bit proactive and taking trades off a bit earlier rather than waiting to see if it makes target or hits break even or whatever. Yeah, I have my reasons for not being great and I'm working on them, but this is UY and this would be our entry. Now, similar to something I just said about in the euro, the market's already come down 71 points, which is a lot for UY, especially in especially over a day and a day and an evening session. So the trend is obviously down after this reaction, this bar here to the this pin bar here to the trend line, and also this previous support. I was happy to take this trade, although how much further do I really want it to go down? My stop was obviously above here. Target would have been down here somewhere. So I'm looking for a further move after 70 points. I'm looking for another 20, so 90-point sell-off in total in just one move, which is, I know it's a lot for UY, but I was still waiting. And after this candle here, where we put in this low, it's obviously gone half hour. As per the rules, I moved my stop to break even. It's come back up, almost took me out, and then came back down. And in fact, I moved my target to somewhere by here. And we just missed off, which is a little bit unfortunate. But if I was a little bit more proactive, I could have just taken it off for 0.4R instead, because you kind of knew that once this fails, you often don't get much of a chance to take your money. So just take wherever is available and move on. Anyway, it wasn't to be, and I got a break even. So anyway, that was my little sequence on UI, a little bit of a rant, but yeah, I know my issues and just a little bit slow dealing with them. So another half hour on here would have been 1.5 hour day, which isn't bad on euro. EY extremely choppy. I haven't got my orders on here, but there was in fact 2 trades. I didn't take this one as it's 7 o'clock. This was the support, and if we look a little bit further back on EY, really tight range of since the start of December, basically. And I said in the analysis video yesterday that be cautious of any false breakouts, which is exactly what happened first thing in the morning. So I was expecting after that false breakout that we would test the top of the range. So I took this long here, which didn't work. The stop was below here. I ended up taking a scratch somewhere around here, and then I tried again with this breakout. Although we didn't really go anywhere, and we got far enough to half hour for me to move to break even, especially later on in the afternoon. And with a wick this big, I was happy to just take it off. EY is particularly choppy. Since December, it's really tough to trade breakouts within a range like this. So this is one area of my trading that I've improved on, just realizing when the markets are not moving, they're going sideways, and they're difficult environments for breakout trading or trading breakouts. So yeah, get credit where credit's due, I guess, but still a long way for me to go. GY yesterday was this long here. This is another one where I think a better trader would have made money, a more proactive trader would have made money. Gigi's always telling me to just be happy, put money in the pocket, but for some reason I don't. I'm quite stubborn with his advice, even though it would have made me half hour here, because this is big round number. This is where my stop was. This is my entry. I've done well to hold on to this trade. This was the kind of bar that broke out and got us to half hour. I move stop to break even, and then it pauses around big round number. Comes back again, tests this kind of this trend line then, but the bears hold big round number as resistance. So why I just don't take it here or somewhere around this area for 0.5R or 0.6R or 0.4R, whatever it is. I'm trying to get my 1R and not changing my mind fast enough, and then I was stopped out here. So yeah, a bit more frustration. Sorry, I thought I put my orders on, but I'm half asleep, and I didn't for EY and GY. But yeah, I was stopped out here for break even, like an idiot. So that was another half hour. So you could have been 2 hour up if you were a more proactive trader. EA, sorry. EA was a loss here. I tried to probably this one was a little bit speculative for me. I mean, the signal is here and it's been broken out at 7 a.m. This is the original new signal. So entering here, similar to what I talked about in the euro, this is too late, and I probably should have been avoided. And what happens on breakouts, trading breakouts, you always get top or bottom ticked, and I got bottom ticked and immediately stopped out. Then I entered long, but the market went sideways, and after this kind of candle, I thought big round number 161 was holding the support, and I think I moved to break even after this. Why isn't my orders on here? I think I put yesterday's on instead. Yeah, sorry, half asleep. But not to worry, because we got a new signal, so I was happy to take a break even here, put the new signal on, and stop would go below big round number. Again, as you can see, we went 75% of the way to target before coming back and stopping out a break even. So yeah, there was no kind of momentum or push or volume yesterday to extend these breakouts and even test the areas where they should have tested. You know, these kind of like areas of supply, but wasn't to be on EA. So unfortunate there. CAD. Okay, I got my order on this one. I thought I'd missed it. This is a nice signal here, but this happened overnight. The market came back, tested the original breakout area. If this would have been a better looking pin bar, and there was enough room for me to test, I would have entered earlier, but it wasn't. So a bit of a late entry, had my eye on it. Stop went below here. So looking for a lot, I would say, after the market went to half hour. I thought this trend line, this is a big trend line I talked about in the analysis video. Excuse me. In the analysis video, I thought that once we penetrated this, we were going to shoot up, but that didn't happen. We came back and took me out after this high was put in. It's the same bar. So unfortunately, didn't get our 1 hour there, but would have got half hour. In fact, if you just targeted half hour yesterday, you would have made 2.5 hours. So instead of 1 hour, so targeting half hour outperformed the 1 hour system yesterday. I like to journal both, as I'll show you one day. AU's been on a bit of a tear up, but there was nothing yesterday. This is the signal. This is resistance. I don't want to get involved here. And nothing on the short side. So AU was nothing, but this morning we've been on a right old tear up. Euro still pushing higher as well this morning, so we might have missed our breakout. Let's have a look on here. Well, yeah, it's breaking out now, so still 10 minutes till I start trading. We done AU gold. Gold, it was a mess that I made in the morning was fine. Entry at 8 o'clock, stop down here, just got to 1R. I think I took it at 0.95R or something, which is happy. And then the market turned. We had this big sell off. I had my original order in play here. Usually I cancel it and then put a new order on, but I must have forgotten to cancel this order, and I put my new order on with this new signal and a break of this low, the low of the day. And I ended up entering both. So when I realized what happens, I closed one out. I closed this entry out for a 0.33R loss because my stop was here in the wrong place. So I just closed it out for a small loss, and then after, and with the second trade, the actual with the proper trade, I took after this double top and this big move down. I thought that if it was going to happen after this bar, it would just go straight through. So I was kept this one on quite a tight leash, and happy I did so. And then FTSE, 8 a.m. When there's all these kind of highs that are put in place, these are all places where stops can be located. So I was happy entering early, especially after this pin bar, which tested the overnight resistance, collected all the shorts. I thought this was going to work out pretty well. So stop below here, entry here. This is a trap, and trade and breakouts. I know how it feels to be on the wrong side of a trap. So I was happy to see this spike, and even happier to see this target, the FTSE go straight to target, which was really, really, really good. Not a trade, didn't really take long. It's always nice when these trades come in. So yeah, happy to get FTSE there. Anyway, guys, it's 5 minutes till the open, so need to put my trades on, but I'll do the morning analysis after the between 8 and 9 probably. So check it out if you want. Cheers, guys. Happy trading.